Okay, so today we are going to tie an articulated bunny leech, and we'll use the main component of this fly is yellow barred zonker strip. These are an 1/8 inch wide. It's just rabbit fur cut into strips, and this one's been dyed with some barring to give it a little bit of visibility. So first step is we're gonna use 2 hooks for this fly. So we're gonna start with the back hook. One thing I always do is I crimp down the barb in my vise. And on streamers, this is not only important because it's easier on the fish to remove the hook, it's also easier to remove from your hand or your buddy's neck if you chuck this streamer into a person. Alright, so we put the hook in the vise, and we start our thread. I like to use 3/0 thread for streamers, just a little easier, but you could use 6/0 if you wanted to. And I just put a nice base of thread on here, and I come back to point about in the middle of the point of the hook, the barb of the hook, and cut off our thread. Now for the tail is going to stick out the back here, and I'm going to use about 1/2 inch for this size of rabbit skin protruding off the back. So you find that point where you want the tail to be tied down, and might want to wet it a little bit so you get a good separation there, and tie in your rabbit strip. Try not to catch too much fur in there. And get it on top of the hook. Secure this. Slide it back a little bit. Secure this. A couple wraps with this strong thread. I don't need to make a lot of wraps, but do a couple there. Reinforce it a little bit. Come back over. Okay, and then bring your thread forward. I'm going to put a 1/2 hitch on it. Not too adept with the 1/2 hitches there. Okay, I'm going to hang this off. Now I put some head cement. You could use crazy glue if you wanted to be crazy strong. And I put a little cement on there. This is actually Sally Hansen Hard as Nails. And we want the fur to point to the back of the hook as we're wrapping this strip on. I'm going to use the rotary feature of the vise to help me with this. And very simple, we're just going to spin the vise, and I'm wrapping this so that the strip is, as the next wrap is going on, it's lining up with the front edge of the preceding wrap. Okay, I'm going to wrap this all the way up to the front of the hook. See what that looks like. And then I'm going to tie it off. Now this the skin compresses really nicely when you put thread wraps on it. This bunny skin, it's kind of spongy. Tighten up my vise. Right, I got a couple wraps on there, and now I'm just going to cut it off and secure this well. Okay. So this is the back of the fly, and I'm going to add a pair of legs. I'm going to use these rubber legs here, and I just hold it in the middle, tie it on the side closest to me first. I have it positioned right in the middle of the hook. You'll see when I get to the other side. Okay, I'll position this right like that so it kind of hangs off to the side. Secure that down, and whip finish. this off. And I'm going to put some more cement on the head. I should be using a tool for this so I don't get sticky fingers. There we go. Alright, now I take this out of the vise and set it aside. And we're going to do the front